Starting off, I used to job like that. Every job I would sort of make like out there. You know what I mean? Just didn't know any better, you know. Very rarely I would do that now. My left shoulder and left arm isn't in the best of condition, so it wears it out very quickly, you know. And it's not the best of ideas to just, you know, throw every job like that. You're wasting a lot of energy. They're not all gonna land. They'll be predictable if you're not varying the speed, you know. It's like a pitcher or something in baseball, you know what I mean? They change it every time to keep the batter guessing, you know. And so I kind of realized that you could just flick it like that there. It's like, was that doing any damage? Just don't worry about that, you know. Like that there. There's two. On the move, it would be like at Larry Holmes, his way of sort of skipping around to his left and sort of flicking the jab in the face of his opponent, sort of born out of what Ali done, you know, but it was kind of more crystallized. He took certain aspects of it, housed it in like that, you know, and found an effective kind of thing that worked for him, which is probably a wise thing to do, you know what I mean? Because if you actually try and formulate a style that's, you know, as good as what some genius has done, you're setting the bar very high for yourself, and it can be demoralizing, you know what I mean? Just not to get too fixated on it. So on the move, like heavy, I would go it's sort of a combination between the two. It's still got the flick, it's got the drill, the hands coming back, you know. Maybe not just as like out and then straight back. It's more like it must be a natural drop or something. If you want to get the right sort of zip on that shot, you know. And with my wee flip flops here, I'm trying to sort of like, you know, Larry Holmes was obviously he's not doing it like that. Whatever way he's doing it, you know, it's just you know, teasing them, infuriating them. You know, the guy doesn't know what to do. His jabs in his face all the time, and you're not skipping around, you know. I believe Larry Holmes had a record. Did he break Joe Lewis's record for the most? I think he come close to it anyway. And he fought Old Tyson and all later, like, you know what I mean. But he was well past it by then. Still a good name on Tyson's CV, mind you. You know what I mean? But so yeah, that flick thing there, sort of, for me it was the beginning of a realization that not every punch, you know, was alright, and I go, and I just go, you know what I mean? A little bit exaggerated, but, you know, you just learn to sort of flick things and throw things soft. Working the timing, working the rhythm, marry it with your footwork, you know, things like that, and just use your natural instincts for your balance and stuff. Some people have a really good feel for that stuff, others not so much. Just do your best with it to marry it in with your stuff so it becomes second nature, that you can throw any shot you need to, any shot that's sort of available, you know, that's applicable. Depending where you are in relation to your opponent, you know, it's all there for you, and you don't have to compute, you know, and the whole computer Windows 95 starts breaking down because you're trying to pull a fucking, you know, shovel hook that you learned when you were about 15 out of the back. You know what I mean? You haven't used it since then. So it's kind of good to drill all those shots on the move as much as you can do and get away with, like, you know, I'm not an expert, quite obviously, you know what I mean, but I think it's an important thing because, like I say, it becomes second nature, and you can move around without having to think, you know, I'm gonna be using up 80% of my brain power just to think and throw what shot and preparing my body. Now, you'll have a drill, so you'll know where to dip. You know which ones you can just throw out. You'll have maybe 3 different options on each punch as well, but it'll all come to you intuitively, provided you drill it correctly and you have the kind of mind that is willing to eat up that sort of knowledge. You know, there's some little aspects like that. The boxing's very similar to music, which is something I do know about. You know, so should probably go play the guitar for a while, shouldn't I? But peace, guys.